fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today for this week's WIP and Chat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress, and this is mine. You are welcome and encouraged to go grab whatever you are working on and work alongside while I chat, or alternatively, you can treat this like a podcast and just listen while I chat. Okay, my WIP today is my Distracted by Diamonds kit. I am halfway done and I'm crossing my fingers that I might actually get this finished by the end of the year, but we'll see. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I think I have everything ready. I have my drills, my Bella tray, my pens, my tweezers. I've got my timer, my notes, a drink. I think I'm ready to go. So I'm going to rearrange things a bit so you can see over here where I'm going to be working, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, let me get my timer started here, and then I will pick some drills and I will get going. Okay, let's see. Let me start with my life update. And hang on one second. Let me adjust my cord. There we go. My microphone cord was being a pain. Okay. Let me start with my life update. What's been going on in my life? It's been kind of hectic around here, actually. My husband has been off work since, well, really since Wednesday. They actually, they worked all day Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday they were off because of the cold. And then after working Wednesday and the Arctic temperatures that we were going to be having Thursday and Friday, along with some really high winds, they just decided to not work Thursday and Friday. And they're already all going to be off for the week between Christmas and New Year's. So essentially he was off Wednesday and he's now off until 2023. So that's actually kind of nice. My son is done with school. My daughter is done with work until after the first of the year. So we all just kind of get to hang out, spend some time together, which will be nice. I don't know how much I'm going to see my daughter between now and then, but we'll see. I'm at least definitely going to see her. Well, you guys know I'm filming this video ahead of time, so I'll be seeing her Christmas Eve. We're going over to my sister's house for our Christmas Eve celebration. We always get together on Christmas Eve with extended family. That way everyone can be with their immediate family on Christmas Day. Just how we always did it in our family. My parents didn't like to travel a lot, so we always did. I mean, most of our family, when my parents were alive, lived fairly close, but we did aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff on Christmas Eve, and grandparents, and that way it was just, you know, mom's, dad's kids on Christmas Day. So that's just always how we've done it. So we're getting together Christmas Eve with siblings and cousins, and sadly no grandparents left for any of us, but siblings, parents, cousins getting together for Christmas Eve, and then it'll just be my immediate family, my husband and my two kids and I for Christmas Day, which will be fun. We did get the same blast of wintry weather that everyone else is getting. Hopefully it's over by the time you guys see this. It was very, very cold here and we had very high winds. We did not get a lot of snow. We did get some snow. So we are having a white Christmas, even though it's not very much. I'm sure it was enough to satisfy all the kids. And thankfully, most of the bad weather did not hit until Thursday and Friday, like I said. And most schools were already done by then. They were out for Christmas break by Thursday and Friday, which I'm sure the administrators were really grateful for, so that they didn't have to worry about do we or don't we cancel school. I'm sure they would have canceled school. The wind chills were so bad. they were negative double digits here. I mean, the actual temperature was 0 or single digits, and then you add in the wind chill, which wind chill is the big thing here. We live on a prairie, basically. There's no wind breaks. We don't have a lot of trees, and so when it gets cold, it just blows right on through you. Because it's been so cold, my son and I decided to forego our usual daily walks this last week. And I walked on the elliptical inside where it was nice and warm. We could have gone outside. I mean, we've gone outside when it's cold. It's not so much the cold as that darn wind. There's just when it's that bitterly cold outside. And of course, they were telling everyone to stay in, you know, frostbite in less than 10 minutes if you were out. And I mean, we would have been bundled up and everything, but I just said, you know, it's just not worth it to me when we have the option of walking inside to go out and take those kind of risks. Although it's kind of funny, whenever I walk on the elliptical, I always end up walking more when we're outside, or at least my watch, which keeps track of my steps, seems to think that I take more steps when I walk outside, even if I walk the same distance. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, so yeah, I walked in the elliptical for a lot of it, but other than the cold, everyone has been fine. Let's see. We're still trying to figure out when we're going to go up to Canada. They're waiting for a spot in a care home to open up for his dad, but I think his dad is just declining more rapidly than anyone thought. He doesn't recognize people all the time anymore. And then I guess the other day he was asking my husband's mom, you know, why hasn't my husband come to see him? And she's like, he lives in Kansas. And his dad was like, well, why didn't anybody tell me? Okay, my husband has lived in the U.S. for 10 years now. So yeah, we definitely need to get up there. But now we're waiting to, you know, my husband decided he wanted to wait and not just kind of fly up there on a whim, which I'm glad we did, because after witnessing this whole bomb cyclone, whatever mess, and people being stranded and flights being canceled, I am so glad we were not trying to fly in the middle of this. So we're not sure when we're going. And we still haven't heard anything about our permanent residency application, which I'm assuming is a good thing. Like I said, we didn't get anything that said, hey, you didn't do this. So I'm going to chalk it up to it's the holidays and things just aren't going as quickly because people are on vacation and whatnot. And cross my fingers that maybe after the first of the year we'll hear something. In the meantime, you guys, it's just kind of really hitting me hard this year that, you know, last year my sister was very, oh, this is going to be the last Christmas you're here and all this stuff. And I, of course, didn't think that was true. But this year, you know, knowing that we've already gone through a big chunk of the process for our application, and, you know, even though we don't have a date or anything yet, this could be our last Christmas here in the States, which is not a big deal. It's not like we can't do Christmas in Canada, but of course, you know, if we would want to do Christmas with my family, that would entail either us flying down here or them flying up there, which is always dicey when you're talking about the east coast of Canada and the US flying, especially in the winter, as we've seen with this latest go round. And even if we stayed in Canada, I, you know, had already told my daughter, you know, we'll be, you know, getting her a plane ticket to come see us because I'll want to see her at Christmas. And, you know, with her job, she should be off, so she'll have time to travel. But we may plan for her to be there, like her, instead of just a week or so, maybe her 2 weeks or so that she's off, because flying in this, yeah, and then thinking of her being stranded somewhere is not fun. So definitely have to think about what we're going to do. It may end up being us flying rather than them, because if we, my husband's not too far from retirement, so once that happens, if we get stuck somewhere or something, it's not quite as huge a deal as somebody who's got to get back for work or whatever. But we'll see what happens. This is going to be probably a shorter whip and chat than usual, you guys, just because, well, because I'm filming it ahead of time and we've got places to go today when I'm filming this, even though you won't see it until tomorrow. And, we have other things to get done. It's really kind of surreal that it's already Christmas. I feel like there was this big lead up to it, and then all of a sudden it's just over, which is weird. Anyway, I am looking forward to seeing everyone and eating too much. And somebody asked me what things I bake for the holidays. I think I told you guys last time I don't really bake anymore. I want to bake, but I've got to find some sugar-free recipes or sugar substitute recipes, because my husband, if I buy it or if it's in the house, he'll eat it. And he's constantly, oh, well, I'm just going to eat a little piece of that. I'm like, yeah, but you've had a little piece of 6 different things, and that all adds up. And I just decided the latest go round, I wanted to make some wassail, and I found a recipe, and it just makes the whole house smell so good. But of course, it's a bunch of apple juice and cranberry juice and oranges and sugar and cloves and cinnamon, but a lot of sugar that my husband is not supposed to be having. And as soon as it got made, he was, oh, I'll just have a little cup. Like, and I hate, I don't want him to feel like I'm the food police, but I get so frustrated with him because I'm like, it's been going up lately. They put him on a second medication. And I'm like, I'd like for you to stick around for a while and not have to be insulin dependent. I'd really like to try and get him off of some of the medicine that he's on, because it's so expensive. And I mean, I can't imagine, it'll probably be somewhat cheaper in Canada, but even at that, I'm afraid he's going to get to the point where he's insulin dependent, and then there's no going back from that. So he's frustrated with me because he feels like I'm on him all the time. And I'm like, but I'm on you because I want you to be healthy and not sick and not having to worry about taking all of these medications. I guess, I don't know. I don't want him to feel like I'm nagging him, but yeah, I want him to stick around. Anyway, that was kind of a sidetrack. Let's see what else. That was kind of my life update. Okay, so let's talk about diamond painting stuff, you guys. How long? So a little bit shorter for my life update, but that's okay. It's okay if this whip and chat is a little bit shorter than usual, because I'm sure everybody wants to be spending time with their loved ones during the holidays. I mean, you can always come back and watch this YouTube video later, but... So what's going on in my diamond painting life? My diamond painting life right now is this kit, which I actually had not, I had about talked myself out of starting it. It's been hanging in my closet, on my closet door for a while. You guys saw the unboxing of it on the channel, and this is one of my Big 10 kits. This is my kit from Distracted by Diamonds. But I had about talked myself out of starting it because I didn't think I'd be able to finish it. And, I was working on the Heaven and Earth design, and that was kind of taking up a lot of my time. Once I decided to abandon the Heaven and Earth design, then this one was kind of staring me in the face. And like I said, I had about decided that I was just going to abandon the Big 10 project because I wasn't going to make it. But after, just kind of deciding that, okay, it's okay if I don't get the Heaven and Earth design done. It's big. It's a lot of confetti. And if I don't finish that one, it's not the end of the world. I probably was over ambitious in thinking that I could do that one anyway. I should have started it earlier in the year. Should have done other projects or, focused on that one instead of doing other projects. But things turned out how they turned out. And I'm not sorry that I finished any of the kits that I did, even if, I'm a little frustrated with myself that I'm not going to meet that goal. But anyway, after I decided to kind of just put that one aside, the Heaven and Earth, this one was kind of, hanging on the closet door, staring at me. And I thought, okay, it's round. It looks like it'll have more multi-placing than the Heaven and Earth design. And, it's already out. It's kitted up. I might as well, do some stuff on it. And if I don't get it finished, then, again, it's not the end of the world. But I'm pleasantly surprised by how quickly this one is actually going. Part of the thing with the Heaven and Earth design too was that, I was having issues with my arm. And so I wasn't diamond painting as much as I wanted to be. And I don't know if I finally figured out how to not aggravate my arm. I don't know if some of the stuff that I was trying, PT-wise and kind of home remedy-wise helped, or if it was just a combination of all of those. But I'm feeling better. My arm still does get sore, but not as bad. And so I've been able to do more diamond painting, and I've made some really decent progress on this. Like I said, I'm over halfway done. And I'm crossing my fingers that I will actually be able to finish it before the 31st. I will, because my husband has been home, we've actually been kind of spending time, he'll watch a movie. So I'll be in the living room at my adjustable table, diamond painting while he watches the movie, or we watch football, or, whatever it is that he's doing. So we can spend some time together. And I get some work done at the same time. So that's been nice that I can, spend time with him while also working on this stuff. And since he's now home until after the first of the year, I'm expecting that probably this coming week, because we don't have any plans to go anywhere or anything, that we will be doing more of the same, which should mean that I basically have the whole week to kind of diamond paint and work on stuff. That means that I will hopefully get this one done. And like I said, it's turned out to be a lot more multi-placing than I thought it would be. It's not color blocking by any means, I wouldn't say that, but it is more multi-placing than I would have expected, and so that part of it is nice. Well, this is probably going to be my last kit of 2023. Not probably, it is going to be my last kit of 2023. You've seen me unbox some new projects, but I'm not going to be starting those until next year. So this will be what I work on until either I finish it or 2022 ends. And then at that point, I'll finish it if it hasn't been finished, and then I'll start picking up new projects in 2023. I need to share my goals with you, the goals that I've picked for 2023, what I'm going to be working on and what I'm going to be doing. I have some interesting projects planned, so I think that will be fun. And that's going to be one thing I focus on this year is in 2023 is keeping it fun. Not that I haven't had fun this year, but I think here towards the end, I kind of got bogged down in trying to complete things and focusing on that rather than focusing on the joy of it. And I feel like I've gotten back to that spot. This kit has been a lot of fun to work on. like I said, it's not color blocking or anything by any means, but it is going much more quickly than the Heaven and Earth, which is nice in and of itself. And yeah, so I kind of feel like I've got my mojo back, and apparently I've been more pleasant to be around, according to my husband, so there's that too. Let's see. Oh, you guys, so I've been trying to work on my diamond painting logbook. I'm going to be doing some of it on camera because I want to share it with you guys. I'll be doing probably on camera, filling out once I finish 2023 or 2022 and my canvases, and I put in all the stuff that I purchased from Black Friday and everything else. Then I'll be updating my stash. Also, because of the giveaway, there are things that are going to be leaving my stash. I want to update that, and I want to do that on camera, so I'll be doing that. But one of the things that I added into my logbook, which I didn't use last year, was a wish list page. Now, I have wish lists on all of my websites that I buy from. I have a wish list on Diamond Art Club. I have a wish list on Dreamer Designs. I have a wish list on Diamond Painting Shop, Orloa, etc., etc. However, I went to go write them down on my logbook wish list page, sitting there going, okay, do I want this to be ones that I really, really, would absolutely must buy, have to have this kit. And after kind of going through all of the websites and kind of looking for things to add to my wish list, I only actually ended up with 2. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of diamond painting kits that I was like, oh, this one's cute, I'll get this one. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen in 2023, but I would like to focus on, oh, this kit is, I absolutely want to do this one, instead of just ones that I kind of sort of want to do that end up languishing in my stash forever. I mean, I don't mind having a diamond painting stash. I like having kits to pick from because, some days you want to work on a certain something and other days you want to work on something else. But I do feel like I have more than is necessary. And so I want to just stick to, if I get a kit, it's because I really, really want to do that one. So the 2 that made my list, my wish list so far, are the Canada one from Orloa that I want, which unfortunately, even though they restocked a bunch of kits recently, that one was not one of them, so I didn't manage to snag that one yet. And the other one is one from Diamond Art Club that I'm also waiting for them to restock. And I think it's called Flower Crazy. It's the girl with the glasses and the kind of ombre hair, and she's got all these pretty flowers around her. It's just really nice and colorful. And for whatever reason, even though it's not really a typical kit that I would get, I find myself drawn to it. So those are the 2 that made my wish list cut, which is the reason I'm telling you about it now instead of showing you, because I only had those 2 to add. And, after thinking, oh, I would have this whole big long list. No, I really don't. Which means I have too many kits because I have plenty to choose from already. And I did go through and try to pick out ones in my stash that I really want to get to pretty soon. I mean, I've got some kits in my stash that are, well, I bought on Black Friday of 2020. So they're 2 years old now and I still haven't gotten to them. So I have been working in some ways on ones that are kind of older so that I could get those, finished. I think I have 2 kits maybe that are still 2020 buys, and then I at least move into 2021, which would be nice. So at some point this year, I'll probably get to both of those. I have some events picked out that I plan on participating in 2023, as well as my own 2 events. I am going to be hosting DP for Pets and DP for Vets again. So be looking for those. DP for Pets is in June, and DP for Vets will be in November again. And if you are interested in being a sponsor or know anyone who is, please send them my way for those events, because that would be awesome. if I had some sponsors this year. Let me take a moment to share a couple of things with you. You guys, I'm going to zoom out so that we can do this part because it's time for the giveaway. That's what people are wanting. I know. It's my first day of drawing for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. And you guys, the response was overwhelming. So thank you for that. I had to put all of them in my little decision wheel here. So just so you guys can see, let me put it down here. Those are all the names. Over 100 of you entered the giveaway. So huge thank you to everybody for doing that. And I will do the first giveaway here in a minute. But before I do that, you guys, I just wanted to show you. So I ordered some kits from Diamond Art Club with points because I never use my points. And I just the other day thought, well, I'm just going to order some things. So I got 3 kits, which eventually you'll see. But this one that I got, it was just so cute. And I thought I would get it. But you guys, look at this baby kit. Now, it's a very small diamond painting. It says it's only 22 by 22, maybe 23 by 23. So approximately 9 by 9. It's very small, but it was cute. So this one likely will not take me very long, but it came with some other regular size kits. And this one just, it's a baby kit. It's so tiny. I can't get over how tiny it is. Okay. So again, let's get back to the thing that everybody wants, and this is the first giveaway. Now, remember guys, entry is now closed, so everybody who's in the pool is in the pool and is in here. I went over it twice to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. I'm going to put all these also in a spreadsheet so I can keep track of everything. If you win, then you get a kit and you're out of the pool. If you're not a winner, you stay in my little wheel until your name is drawn or until the giveaway ends. So good luck. Let's see who today's winner is. It is, gosh, there's so many names, so many names, so many names. K Pray. Okay, and these are the names that were on YouTube. So if that's your name on YouTube and that was you leaving a comment, please contact me and let me know where you're located. Okay guys, let me zoom you back in because I want to talk a little bit more before, let's see, can you guys see all of that? You can see most of it. So you couldn't see some of this, but anyway, okay. Let me get situated again here. So again, congratulations to K Pray. Make sure that you contact me and let me know your mailing address. Let me get my timer started again here. And again, remember, if you didn't win today, there's 11 more chances. So make sure that you're checking back for videos on a day that I don't have a video going out. Remember that I will announce that day's winner on whatever the next video is. So for instance, tomorrow on Monday, there will be a video. So you guys will be able to see who wins that day. Tuesday, I will still draw, but there will not be a video. So you'll have to wait until Wednesday to find out who the winner on Tuesday was, as well as the winner on Wednesday. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Okay. And just to let you guys know, I probably won't be mailing them out every single day. I probably will wait until there's, 2 or 3 winners, and then I will head to the post office to mail them out, just to save myself having to take so many trips down to the post office or the UPS place, whichever it ends up being that I send them out. Also, it might actually get to your house faster if I wait a little bit because everything is slow right now because of the holidays. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how much faster it would be, but we'll see, I guess. Anyway, that way, instead of me making 12 trips to the post office, I just make 3 or 4. And, like I said, because it's the holidays, who knows how long it will take some of these to get there. Crossing my fingers that they all make it safely and timely. Okay, so again, congratulations. Good luck to everybody. If you didn't win, again, 11 more drawings, so it's all good. Okay, And is there anything else I needed to tell you guys? Now, you guys, still having new releases. I'm going to try really hard in 2023 not to get caught up in the whole FOMO and or artificial scarcity that, you know, these companies want you to feel with all of their new releases. And I'm not naming just any one company. There are several companies who do that. I want to get kits that I want, and as I was, you know, shown by trying to find things for my wish list, I have plenty of kits to work on that I really like. And, you know, while there are some out there that I really, really want, there aren't that many of them. Now, that's not to say that there won't be some new releases that, you know, just for whatever reason strike that chord with me and I really want them. But if that happens, you know, then I can add them to the list and we'll see. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to buy anything next year. I'm not going to try and go on a no buy or anything like that. I mean, more power to people who manage that. I just know that I wouldn't. And I would just be doomed to fail if I said that I was going to. You know, if I just in the back of my head thought, maybe I'll try it and I didn't tell anybody, then I could probably do it. But if I said for sure that I was going to do it, I'd fail. There'd be some kit that I was like, nope, I absolutely have to have this one. Anyway, so yeah, I just want to avoid getting sucked into, you know, buying a whole bunch of kits that that I just sort of like. And I want to focus on, you know, doing those kits that are already in my stash, because I like them and I want to do them. And, you know, everybody has different tastes. I know that some of the kits that I've purchased, other people probably wouldn't have. I know there are some kits that other people purchase that I wouldn't, just because, you know, I don't particularly like whatever that genre is or whatever. Which I never really thought about diamond paintings as having genres until someone was pointed out all of the Mrs. Coffee's question tag, which I think I will probably get around to at some point. Don't know if that'll be before the end of this year or not. But you guys, I'm debating after that doing my own kind of question tag, because not because there's anything wrong with her questions, but just me personally, probably my type A personality. I don't understand why there's only 19 questions. If you got to 19, why not do 20? And maybe she did that on purpose. I don't know. It just, you know, like I said, because of my type A, that kind of bugs me. I need it to be a round number. And also, you know, some of the questions kind of got me thinking about, oh, well, I'd also like to know this, that, or the other. Yeah, so I may come up with some questions of my own and see about doing it. Because there were some things, like I said, that I thought of that I was like, I would like to know the answer to this question. So we'll see what happens. And then there were some questions I really kind of had to stop and think about because, I don't know, they just hadn't occurred to me before. Or there's something that I just don't really do. And so I'm like, I don't know if I have an answer to that. But it was definitely interesting. So that may be a video that you see before the end of the year. You guys, so many things going on in my head today. Just putting in the numbers or the names in my little decision wheel app, I think I got fatigue in my thumbs, you know, like if I was a gamer or something, because trying to put all those in there. You know, it doesn't sound like a lot to say, you know, there were 100 plus people that made comments, but when I have to type those 100 plus names in there, which I didn't have to do. I could have used like a random comment picker or whatever, but I like my decision wheel. I like having it there. It lets me double check things while I'm doing things along. I don't know, maybe that's my type A need for control. I just like doing it that way better. Okay, let me see what color I want to do next. I think I'm going to do these little triangles here. I still have, even halfway through, some of these colors I had in multiple bottles. Some of them I've emptied, but a couple of them I had, by the time I got done kitting everything up, I didn't have any bottles left. So I had left them in bags. And I still have 3 bags of drills that I haven't used enough of that particular color to fill the bottles back up yet. So it's kind of crazy. Definitely a lot of drills in this kit, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the colors. I'm enjoying the drills. I'm enjoying, you know, even if I'm only multi-placing 2 at a time, like I was just doing there, even if it's just 2 or 3 at a time, that's way more than I was getting to do with my Heaven and Earth design. So I am definitely enjoying that part of it. And it's just kind of fun. It's a very geometric design, and that I love those kind of designs. That appeals to me. So I'm really glad I decided to just pull this one out and go ahead and work on it, even though I had kind of decided I wasn't going to. And bonus, I might actually get it done. So that's going to make me feel better about pulling it out and working on it too. And then I'm excited to start 2023 because some of the kits that I'm going to be doing at the very beginning of 2023 are going to be small ones. So I'll be able to knock some small kind of wins out of the way, some small finishes out of the way first thing, because I do have some quite big projects planned, which you guys will see as we get to it. But first, again, we have to get through 2022. Okay, that is a shorter whip and chat for me today, guys, but I think I'm going to call it there just because, yeah, YouTube time is weird, and I'm filming this not actually on Sunday, and I have things to do. I'm sure you do as well. And yeah, I'm just going to call it there. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did make some progress. And I'll make a little bit more progress because I always keep this in here. I film where my computer is, so while I'm editing, I always listen to my video and everything to make sure I didn't miss anything or make any mistakes before I upload it. Again, congratulations to Kay Prey for being the first winner of the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Make sure that you guys come back and check on future videos for the rest of the year, because I will be posting all of the rest of the winners of the 12 Days of Christmas. So good luck to everybody who didn't win today, and fingers crossed that maybe you'll win tomorrow. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone, and thanks so much for watching.